realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut up with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands deep up in the trenches.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Taken from about the 12.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Carry for James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. Finding Ertz again. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray now. And the Raiders have got him.
That's Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
They're going to run. Here's Connor.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray now to throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in Vegas. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
6:37.
Now Carr. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Drag. And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Raiders had 0-1 of the year following the loss
loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
You're mine. 93.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders.
Greg Dortch back deep.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 40-yard line.
Here's Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Raiders nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This one complete to Scott Miller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another loss. First down.
Carnow on 1st down. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, 38 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7.
Cardinals 21, Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, putting the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
7:34.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Express! 618! Kill! You're mine.
To throw his Carr. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Right now! White Monday!
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 36, Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Creeping up on 1:20 to play in this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
You're mine.
On play action, now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, it's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot here before half for Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
694.
To throw, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's White. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, this is White. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They begin on the ground here with Conner. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, a run with Conner. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll try to run forward with Conner. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Cardinals' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Murray a give. This is Conner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Again, it's Conner. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively, but there could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for an Arizona first. From the gun, a give to Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Come on.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Carr going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Carr. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Connor up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Raiders 13. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Golden, and they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
8 yards on the pickup.
From midfield, here's Carr. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Incompletion here now, 3rd and 2.
637.
Carr now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's White. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
29.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the counter, it's Connor. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping them just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.